Tunji here with us. Thank you for joining us. Hello.
Hello. How you doing, guys?
Well, we're doing very well. For those of you who can answer
hey,
as
Facebook
well.
family, how you doing? Hope you're good.
Yes, Facebook family, thank you so much for joining us here on Reconcilers Radio. I'm joined today by Pastor Tunji Olujimi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Hope you've had a blessed and wonderful day as well.
Yes, it's been good. Work has been good.
Lovely, thank God.
Yeah, weather's been alright today. Not as cold as yesterday, so that's good.
I know. It was really cold yesterday, so we thank God that today, hopefully we'll stay nice and warm throughout as well.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you for joining us. Our topic for today is how to start and release your best-selling book. How to start and release your best-selling book. And I know for a lot of people that is something they feel like is very difficult, and you are definitely the right person, the best person to answer all these questions.
Okay.
So first of all, we'd like to know a bit more about you.
Okay.
What about Pastor Tunji. What got you first of all into writing? Actually, tell us a bit about you. Want to know about you.
Okay. So about me, what do I do? First of all, I'm a worshipper. Mm-hmm. That's my main thing. I love worship, and I love leading worship, and I love teaching about worship. As people, I'm a pastor, so obviously ministry is one of the things that's very dear to my heart. And also book writing. I love teaching people how to write and publish books. I wrote and published my first book in 2011, and from then I've gone on to do 4 books now, and I'm working on my 5th book, which is coming out soon. And I've helped quite a number of people to get their books out of their heads and onto paper and into a book. So yeah, that's what I do. That's me. Wow, that's amazing. So what got you first of all into writing, or what led you to even start writing and even getting to the point of coaching others? Have you always been someone that loves writing and loves reading from childhood, or is something you fell into? Well, it's something I fell into. I've never really loved writing or loved reading.
Okay.
Because I was labelled dyslexic anyway.
Oh, so, wow.
I wasn't really the type to really love reading and writing, but I had a passion for worship, like I said, and by ministering in different places and seeing things in the worship scene, I wanted to address 1 or 2 things. So that's why I got into writing, and I wrote my first book, Glory Realm Worshipper, and released it in 2011. And from releasing that, after releasing 3 books, Glory Realm Worshipper, Glory Realm Living, The Worshipper in You, people just started asking me, how do you write books?
Wow.
And that's how I got into coaching and helping other people to get their books out.
Wow, that's really amazing.
Yeah.
And in terms of writing, do you always have a plan? Possibly like, okay, this is what I do. I know I'm a worshiper at church, so this is what my experience in. Or was it something that was difficult for you to try and put together? Because it's a different experience when you are doing something and if somebody said, put it down on paper. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, that's a different level of, understanding to put it on paper, because now you're going to show people you really understand what you are doing.
Yeah. My first book, I really didn't have a plan. What I did for my first book, I used all my notes from preaching, from Facebook. Remember the days when you could write notes?
Yeah.
And tag everyone on Facebook?
Yeah.
I had quite
so you got it all together?
Of notes. So
wow.
I just put them all together and got a publisher to do all the editing and everything and put it into a book form. And that's how I released my first book.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah. So that's similar to people that have blogs. So you have blogs.
Yes, I have a blog.
The content is there already, guys.
Can you imagine?
Those on Facebook that are following and listening now, if you have blogs, your content is there already. If you have a lot of Facebook posts that's quite long and you have lots of content that you talk about, then your book is there because you have all the content available to you. It just needs to be structured properly into a book.
So what do you think people would be thinking of even reading or buying it if it's been exposed on the blog? That's something I have questioned. Because now Amanda posted this thing 2010 and now she's telling me it's a book.
It is a book because, one, they've already assimilated what you've put out. So the fact that they follow what you put out, that means you have a following of buyers already.
Wow.
People that are ready to take the information that you have.
Yep.
So if you have a lot of followers on Facebook, a lot of followers on Twitter, Instagram, or just your social media in general, or if you've built a list and you have a lot of following on your list and you're giving them content, then they're ready to buy your book because they follow you already. So you have to understand that if they follow you, once you put out the information that, hey guys, I'm writing a book, you know, I want to take you through my journey of my book writing process. This and this and this is what I'm thinking about writing. What do you think? It helps you grow your following and helps you grow more interest in the book because you already have following. So they can give you ideas for your book as well. So that's very, very important.
Wow. So first of all, those who've got blogs and, you know, posts everywhere, because sometimes you can see people, I used to do something like every few weeks, posting. So those of you out there who've got blogs and, you know, other, should I say, ways, I don't know, like blogs or whatever, if you have even YouTube videos, you listen to them, compile what you've been talking about, you know, into writing, that's already a good way, that's a good example. What about those who have no ideas whatsoever? They have no blogs, no video, they're like, okay, this is dry, what do I talk about?
So for those that don't have any information, we all do. The thing is, it just needs to come out of us. Okay, we all have something that we can talk about because we all have been through experiences. We all have gone to university, we've all gone to college, you know, gone to school. You all have a most people have a family, or obviously grew up in a home, probably been in church, working, running a business. So there's different things that you can write about just because of the experiences that you've been through in life. But the thing is, it just needs to be brought out of you because you may not know the exact thing that you want to talk about. But once you've been coached by someone that can extract the information from you and help you to structure it, then you have a good book there.
Wow. So you just need someone to help you, a lot of us, to structure and how to put the book together, how to make sure that, you know, the book is understandable and, you know, it's flowing and readable. Because the worst thing is open up a book and then you're reading, you're getting really interested, and you get to the middle and then they are on different story, like what happened? What happened to that story? You didn't finish it. Or what happened to that area? You didn't finish it. Wow, that's so amazing.
Thank you guys for following.
Yes.
Keep sharing, guys, and thank you for the likes. Hey, John, how you doing, man?
Thank you. John says, hello, Uncle Tunji. So hopefully, hello, John. Thank you for tuning in. So I've shared this video on my page as well. So those who are on my page as well, please send in any comments or any, you know, questions that you have. And obviously, I'll read the questions I have already today. So please send in any comments or any questions that you have regarding the show. And also in terms of coaching, you know, other people, how do you do that? For example, people that are away out of this country, for example, or people that you cannot visit physically. Maybe there's people that want to be coached by you. How do they, you know? Okay,
so what I do is, first of all, I tell them to come on a call with me. So probably if someone contacts me on Facebook that's not in, even if they're in the country anyway, or they're not in the country, first of all, I have a session with them on a phone call to find out their needs, find out what they really want to do. Are they sure they want to write the book? Why do they want to write the book? Who is the book for? Just asking certain questions to make sure that we're the right fit. Because sometimes people can contact you, but you may not be the right fit. You know, so it's always good to make sure that you have the right person that you're working with. So there might be someone that's in the country that may not be the right fit, but someone in America that might be the right fit.
Wow. So it's not just about getting someone who's, you know, close to you, or whether somebody's recommended, but making sure that
making sure they're the right fit, because people can waste your time. You know, people can waste your time. So they can say they're serious, yes, I'm ready, I want to do this, I want to do this, but when it comes down to it, most times they don't.
Wow.
You know, and sometimes the price can scare people, even though the price is not that high compared to
what you're also going to gain after.
You know, but sometimes price, you know, deters people and makes them go away. So that helps you to understand that they may not be the right fit for you. You know, so coaching people that are out of the country, most times it's by online coaching. So you're doing group coaching with people where you bring them onto an online platform on a weekly basis. You might have a webinar, or you might have a one-to-one Skype session just to get them going and teaching them what they need to do. Or you can have an online course or online program that they log onto every single week and watch the video, get worksheets that they need, and are able to go through the course to get their books done. Not just books, but whatever course it is. So if someone's not in the country, there's always like an online community that you can go to learn and do whatever it is you want to do for that particular course that you signed up for.
Wow, and that's amazing. And in terms of the Accelerated Authors Academy,
yes,
how do they get involved? How do they, get in touch, or if you want to join the academy? And what does the academy consist of? Okay,
so the Accelerated Authors Academy is an academy that helps you to get your book done fast. That's why it's called Accelerated Authors Academy. So that means I help you to get your book done in 90 days or less.
Wow.
So it can be 90 days or it could be less.
Do you be on their case?
Days. I'm definitely on their case.
So if you don't like receiving phone calls and messages every day,
so
you want to make sure you get that book out.
Yeah. So if you know that you're serious and you're ready, then the Accelerated Authors Academy is there to really help you go from no idea to book idea to published author in 90 days.
Wow.
And use that book to build a business. So within 90 days you learn, why do you want to write a book? Who's your target market? How can I build a business around this book?
Wow.
What type of publishing should I do for this particular book? How can I build a platform?
Wow.
With this book. So those are the things that you learn. Also maybe about marketing, about branding, as well, how to brand yourself as an author, and how to get into different other avenues with the book. Not just putting the book on Amazon for sales.
A lot of times when we do that,
book to build a business for yourself.
Wow. That's really, really good. Okay, so if you want to get involved in that Accelerated Academy, please let us know. We're going to read some messages on Facebook as well.
The reason why I'm laughing because
my
best friend John, is his daughter that's actually messaging. So he said, Uncle Tunji, it's Naomi. So I thought
using Daddy's John. Laptop. Daddy's using you for your book as well. Oh, that's amazing. We had a message as well. So, we said it's Elizabeth. Okay.
My pastor. Hello, sir. God bless you.
Hello,
sir.
Thank you, Mr. Pastor Dapo Adi Goyega for
thank you very
great
much,
insight into book writing. Thanks for sharing. Thank you so much.
Sir.
Lovely. Okay, so we've got a message as well. Message from Blessing. Thank you, Blessing.
Blessing.
Yes, so Blessing is also an author, and I believe he's supported also by Pastor Tunji as well. Pastor Tunji's come to speak at Blessing's Millionaire Book Club, which I was there, and it was really, really powerful. And so thank you so much, Blessing, and thank you for liking as well and loving the video. Share the video,
Blessing.
The video, guys. Share your page. Let people get involved. So so Blessing says, how do I get started with writing my books if I don't have any money?
You've written 7 books, so you should know.
She wants to write some more.
Well, like I tell people, getting started doesn't require the money. Because obviously getting started means you need to plan your book. So you have a book idea. What you need to do is plan that particular book. So get a piece of paper and put down the idea for the particular book. So just say it's about let's say finance, for example. You just put finance down on the paper and then think of other things that relate to finance that you can put in the book.
Wow. So does that mean you have to read around finance then? You
can read around finance, or if you already have information about finance, if that's what you want to write. I'm just using finance as an example. That's what you want to write about. So I call it a mind mapping process, whereby you mind map your book. So you put finance on a piece of paper, A4 paper, in the middle of the paper, then think of phrases and other words that relate to finance. So something like business, something like money, investments, different things that relate to finance. Put that down and just try and structure the book. Once you structure the book in a way that suits you, then you can now start writing. Don't start writing without doing a plan first.
So first of all, you start by planning how you want your book to look.
Outlining your book.
Wow.
If you start by
just writing
first,
you
never finish. That's why people don't finish their books. You say, oh, I wanted to write. I've been writing my book for 5 years. The reason why is because they didn't plan it.
Wow.
But once you plan your book, whereby you've got a structure for the particular book, then you can get the book done. Wow,
thank you so much. The Blessing says, yes, I want to write some more. So Blessing, definitely we'll be talking more and more about writing books. So you're definitely going to write some more. We're going to come to more book launches. So yes,
and well done on your book launch.
Yeah, well done.
On Saturday.
It was amazing. I was there. It was amazing. So we're going to go on a quick music break. When we come back, we'll talk more and more, more questions to ask as well. So please enjoy Indescribable by Chris Tomlin. We'll be back shortly.
Okay, guys, we'll be back.